Chapter 4. The Awakening Shadow. Rosa could feel the vibrations too. She pictured the hot magma and gases moving around inside the volcano in what was known as a harmonic tremor, a sign that the eruption was getting closer and closer. "Where is that boy?" Rosa said to herself as she directed traffic around the village piazza. She now wore a fluorescent yellow safety vest and carried a megaphone to help keep order. "No passing, please," she called through the megaphone. "I know you're all in a hurry, but accidents won't help you get away quicker." All around her, people were jumping into their cars, beeping their horns, setting off down the road that led away from the volcano to safety. "Marco!" Rosa called through the megaphone. He hurried over. "Have you seen my son anywhere?" "No, I haven't," Marco replied, "but I'll keep an eye out for him." Rosa sighed. "Thanks. If you do see him, tell him to come to the piazza. Tell him it's urgent. I must get him to safety." "I'll tell him, Rosa," Marco promised. "Here." She gave him the keys to the 4x4. "Can you drive out to help evacuate people on the farms and in the outlying areas of the village? Take the megaphone, too." "Well, what about you?" said Carlo. "Won't you and Carlo need the 4x4 to evacuate?" "We'll use my old Vespa scooter," she replied. "Now go." Rosa glanced down at her phone. No calls from Carlo. Beep, beep, beep. Car horns blared. Everyone was in a hurry, and who could blame them? It was Rosa herself who had set the evacuation plan into action. She and Rosa had shown Mayor Fabiano the data, but he refused to believe it. "Just one more day," he had said. "Just wait until after the festival tomorrow." Rosa did not want to take that chance. The evacuation plan says, due to increased seismic activity in areas around Mount Vesuvius, the Monte Vista Council is issuing an evacuation warning to all residents within a 12-mile radius of the crater. No immediate action is required, but please listen to the local radio station and initiate the evacuation procedure if ordered to do so by your local council. Please make the following preparations. Have the following items prepared: flashlight and extra batteries, first aid kit and essential medicines, emergency food and water, sturdy shoes, battery-powered radio, dust mask, and goggles. When ordered to evacuate, do not panic. Make your way calmly and quickly down the mountain to one of the evacuation centers outside the exclusion zone. So now everyone was leaving, everyone except Mayor Fabiano. She could see him on the piazza in the midst of colorful stalls and festival banners, telling anyone who would listen that they should stay for tomorrow's festival and then leave. He made his way across the piazza toward her until his short, stout frame was right in front of her, blocking the cars. Beep, beep, went the horns. The mayor twirled his gray mustache. "For the first time in centuries, the Monte Vista Festival will not happen," he told her. "Thanks to you, there will be no one here to enjoy it tomorrow." "At least the people will be safe from the volcano," Rosa replied. "You don't know exactly when the volcano will erupt," said the mayor. "You can't predict it with absolute certainty." "That's true," Rosa admitted, "but I've already shown you the scientific data that indicates Vesuvius will erupt very soon. Surely it's better to be safe than to risk lives for the sake of a festival." He shook his head. "You're just causing everyone needless panic." Rosa couldn't believe what she was hearing. "Mayor Fabiano, you are aware of what happened at the ancient Roman towns of Pompeii and Herculaneum, when Vesuvius erupted and killed many people? Well, I'm trying to prevent that happening again. Who would want that tragic fate if they've got a warning, a chance to escape?" As she said this, Rosa thought again of Carlo. Where was he? Just then, someone tapped her on the shoulder. Rosa spun around, hoping to see it was Carlo, but it was Aldo Rizzo. "We meet again," she said. "We meet again," he said. "Mr. Rizzo, you should be headed down the mountain to safety like everyone else," Rosa told him. "I'm staying here to film the volcano," said Aldo. "Bien. Good." The mayor slapped Aldo's back to congratulate him. "Stay and film the festival tomorrow, too. It will be good publicity for the village." Aldo grinned and held up his video camera. "Shall I interview you right now, Mayor Fabiano?" "Fabulous. That will be very good publicity." The mayor twirled his gray mustache and cleared his throat. He glanced at Rosa. "Crazy fools," Rosa muttered under her breath as she went back to directing the traffic and looking out for Carlo. Festival timetable. 10 a.m. opening ceremony. Noon, carnival procession. 2 o'clock, donkey race. 4 o'clock, wine tasting. 6 o'clock, folk dancing. 10 o'clock, fireworks. At the same time, Rosa listened in on the interview. The mayor went on and on about how brilliant the Monte Vista Festival was going to be, and how it was such an old tradition in the village. It was all true. Ordinarily, Rosa loved the colorful atmosphere and the fun of the annual festival. However, the mayor neglected to mention an important issue affecting this year's event. The volcano was about to erupt. Finally, Aldo asked, "And what about the volcano warnings, Mayor?" "The great Mount Vesuvius is one of the main attractions of the area," the mayor replied. "Of course it has the potential to erupt at any time. It is a volcano, after all. But we can't worry about every little thing. Here in Monte Vista, we believe in living life to the full. Come to the festival tomorrow and let us show you." Rosa couldn't believe what she was hearing and interrupted. "Mayor, you are well aware that this volcano warning is not just a little worry. It is very serious." Suddenly she realized that Aldo had turned his camera on her. "I am Rosa Corelli, a volcanologist with the Vesuvius Observatory," she said directly into the camera. "We're advising everyone to evacuate and go down the mountain to the safety zone. There is scientific evidence that an eruption is about to take place, is about to happen. I saw a volcano erupting on vacation once in Hawaii," Aldo said into the camera, and lava spurting out was a beautiful sight. Many tourists go to see the volcanoes there. However, we know that Vesuvius is a different kind of volcano," Rosa explained. "It's more like Mount St. Helens, which erupts with ash and lava bombs blasting out of the crater and spreading over the area." Beep, beep. Rosa turned back to directing the traffic as the villagers heeded her advice and evacuated. Let Aldo and the mayor take their chances, but her scientific training and her gut instinct told her to join the cars and drive down the mountain to safety. But she wouldn't leave without Carlo. Where was he?